Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing. Today we are building something very interesting, not just a simple chatbot, but a smart mode-based chatbot using Python. Smart chatbot. I have built here many projects, caption app.pl using pil library, Gradio as per GR, transformation, blip processor, and Gemini chatbots. I use a LangChain chatbot image functions, chatbot.py with using Gemini Flash, and many more projects. Today we will build a simple chatbot. I have already written a code. We'll discuss later. Now we'll understand the concepts. Today we are building something very interesting, not just a simple chatbot. It is a smart mode base. It will understand your emotions. Yes, this chatbot will not just respond to your messages, it will understand how you feel. Most beginner chatbot only reply to fixed keywords. Today, we build a chatbot that can detect emotions like happy, sad, or stressed and respond accordingly. And the best part, we are going to build this using basic Python concept, very basics. Def functions, a while true loop, infinite loop, def, greet, main, while true, like that. Very basic concepts. So even if you are a beginner, you can follow along easily. Let's begin. First, let me explain the concept, basic concept. What actually we are building? We are building a Python-based chatbot that takes user inputs, detect mood using keywords matching. We already written here keywords, happy word, sad word, face word, like that. Respond emotionally, store user's name in memory, and exist properly when users say bye. This project may look simple, but it teaches very powerful concepts. Now, before jumping into the code, let's understand the concept used in this project. The first concept is functions. The first is the functions. We already hear the random inputs, input randoms, but we'll understand the functions. Function help us organize our code into reusable blocks. It will reuse the code until the user exists, say bye. Function help us organize our code. We can reuse, and instead of writing everything in one place, we divide our program logically. The logic we use here. And the second concept is dictionary. We are using a dictionary as memory storage. Dictionary stores data in key value pairs. Right? This is the functions, if any. For example, we will store the user's name and mood inside a dictionary. This creates session level memory, which means the chatbot remembers things during the conversation. The third concept is the random module. The random modules, and we input random to take chatbot responses dynamic. It's the dynamic functions. Instead of giving the same reply every time, it can choose randomly for multiple responses. This makes the chatbot more feel natural, like natural language processing, NLP. The basics. The fourth concept is any. We used here as a any, if else the any functions. Uh, the chatbot will choose anything according to our moods. If we give our mood as bad, so according to he will address us the stress, sad, happiness. It is a contribution true value. If any function checks whether at least one function is condition or true, the falls under the true conditions. In our chatbot, we use it to check if any word from a mood list exists in our user inputs. If yes, then that mood is detected. This is the basic rule based natural language processing logic, NLP logic, right? Let's move to the code. Input random memory equals to first we import the random module, then we need these organized generation random responses. This we create a dictionary called memory, the functions memory, and this we create a dictionary called memory, and the mood responses, user inputs, and the why we use here lowercase, because if I wrote a capital or small in lowercase like that, so we'll get a proper response. There won't be any mistake. This dictionary will store user data like name and mood. Now we create the grade function. Now is the memory print def functions. This is if any by return. If I, why we use return, because we will get a call. That's the return. The print function is just only shows the what we have to print. That's it. We use here a grade function too. The grade function is definitely for the uh, inside this function we ask the user for their name, and then we store the name inside the dictionary for the history as a history. After that we greet the user personally. This creates a personalization, natural language. Personalization very important in chatbot system because it modes the responses. Now comes the main function, the mode of response. The def mode functions. The function takes user input as parameter. The first thing we do is convert the input to lowercase. The lowercase. Simultaneously, you can write in your VS code, because I have already written a code. If I will discuss everything or write, it will take more than 1 hour. So I'm trying to take a less time. The personalization is very important. That's the reason we use here a grade function. And the next is mode response. The function take user input as a parameter. The first thing we do is convert it into a lowercase, because it's a case sensitive language, Python, because we don't want a case sensitive error, right? If you user type happy, small happy or happy, lowercase or uppercase, it should be detect the mood, right? We must get a proper response. One list for happy word, the one list for happy word, and the one list for sad word, and another for stress word, stress, tired, pressure. Now come the intelligent part. We check if any word from the happy list exists inside user input, right? If yes, we store mood as happy in memory. It creates a memory history. Then we randomly select a response from a list of positive replies. If user input contains sad word, we store mood as sad and give a comforting message. If input contains stress related words, we store mood as stress and give motivational support, like that. If user types by, we return to exit. It will call functions. Otherwise, we ask user to tell me more about you, like that. Return sends value back to the caller. Print only display. That the difference between print and return. Returns sends value back to the caller. It call functions again and again until the user exists. Print only display text, whatever we have to play, like the happy, the double inverted comma, right? In our design, we use return inside this function and print in the main loop. This keeps our program clean and modular. Now let's understand the main loop. The chatbot keeps running until its user says bye. the return exist by, and the chatbot keeps running, right, until the user says buy. When user types buy, response become exit. It calls to the exit. Then break statement for the loop we use here. Yes, this called flow control. The statement breaks. Now let's run the program. We'll discuss it a little more. If it says nice to meet you, if I type my name or Dr. ARG, then it asks you how you're feeling, like that. The chatbot detects the word and respondively positively. If I type I'm stressed, it detects stress words and give motivational reply. If I type bye, the chatbots end the conversation politely. This is how our system works internally. Let's try this. I've already did, but I will end this conversation. Okay. Controller save. Now terminal. Okay. Please screenshot it. The code I'm showing you here. Accordingly, you can do your projects as well simultaneously. Okay. I have already created a file in my ARG chatbot, the caption.ay and simple underscore chatbot.py. I'll type here cd. Okay, just a minute. We'll take a new terminal. New terminal. ARG underscore chatbot. Okay. Then Python simple chatbot. See, our project is working. Dr. ARG bot. Hello, what is your name? Mm, Hansh. Yeah, nice to meet you, Hansh. How are you feeling? Chalo, sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Remember, tough time don't last. Okay. I'm happy. Tell me more about your feelings. Okay. I'm excited. Or you can say, we'll type again happy. Yeah, it's giving the same response. Will give upset. Yeah, will give upset. Upset. I'm sorry to hear that. Remember, tough time don't last. Like that, the emotion detects. You can say this is a rule-based chatbot, right? Uh, Now it says nice to meet you, Ansh. Then it asks you our feelings. If I type happy uh, or I'm happy, the chatbot detects the word happy and responds positively. And if I type I'm fresh, like I'm he's saying take a deep breath. You are stronger than you think. Yeah, and detect the stress word and give motivational reply. And if I type bye, we'll check bye. Okay. Good ones, take care. Right? If I type bye, the chatbot ends conversation politely. This is how our system works internally. Now let's talk from interview perspective. If interviewer asks, how does chatbot work? You can say, this is rule-based chatbot built using Python. What? This is a rule-based chatbot built using Python. It uses keyword, matching logic or mode detection. It implements session level memory using detection or dictionary. We use dictionary. It uses Python built-in any functions for calling the words, function for pattern detection, and random module for dynamic responses. Will sound professional, right? This is the rule-based chatbot built using Python functions. It uses keyword matching logic or mood detection. It implements session level memory using dictionary. It uses built any function for pattern detection and random module for dynamic responses. Right. Now let's discuss improvements. We can improve this chatbot by saving chat history in a file and adding a graphical user interface using Tkinter, using natural language processing library NLP libraries or NLKT or SpiceEye, connecting with OpenAI or API for advanced intelligence, the API keys. This is the project is a foundation. From here, you can move toward real AI system, right? We use random import, memory, def grid function, print, name, memory for the history, functions. We created dictionaries here one by one for the happy word, sad word, stress word, and if any functions, elif for the function calling, and the break statement. And I want to end this video with a one powerful line. Technology should not just answer questions, it should understand emotions. Technology should not answer questions, not just answer questions, it should understand the emotions. If you enjoyed this project, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Dr. ARG signing off. See you in the next powerful Python project.